Hey everyone, it's Scott coming at you with another solo intro today. I'm sitting here editing the episode you're about to listen to. And, we had some technical difficulties when we recorded this one, and I am trying to make it as good as I can, but it is not perfect. And you'll notice that the sound is a little bit wonky. It'll sound like our voices are slightly doubled. So, yeah, that's a little bit weird. It's the best I could do for this one. So just wanted to let you know, heads up. We'll try to avoid the technical difficulties in the future, but sometimes this stuff happens. And I'll work on a better setup so I can have some sort of fail-safe, so technical difficulties can be caught and not ruin everything. Anyway, so we're kind of stuck with this one, but it is what it is. I think it turned out okay. So without further ado, let's roll into this new intro just for one episode of Lincoln Brewster shredding. Wow.
Song ever.
Best instrumental ever.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It is the killer.
Welcome back to Dad's Diapers and Drinks, everybody.
Yes.
It's Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Woo!
Merry Christmas. And last week you heard us raving about that particular instrumental that you just heard a snippet of. That is Miraculum by Lincoln Brewster. And as I said last week, way better than Trans-Siberian Orchestra's anything, as far as I'm concerned.
They're anything, ever.
Yeah. Strongly recommend listening to it. We'll show you another snippet of that song at the end of this episode.
Yes, so stay tuned. Don't just click away.
Don't go away. That's how we keep you baited until the end. It's an even more epic snippet of the song.
Yes.
So Nathan and I are drinking more eggnog for the third week in a row.
Because Christmas. Eggnog! Woo! If you're watching the video, you got that gag.
That's right.
So watch the video.
Yeah, your face is like super washed out on the video.
I know. I have a very shiny forehead.
Your whiteness is extra white.
I didn't record video last week, but this week I have video. So check out these glasses, dude.
Yes. The Dad's Diapers and Drink glasses. They're kind of hard to see. You can see
branded.
Them. Yes.
That's not great.
I can see it. I can read it. I can make it out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And we also
Mine says Cleveland whiskey, but
Oh, yes.
I've not put this anywhere useful yet, but it exists. We have a nice
mine's
banner.
like awkwardly out of frame. It's
I can
perfect.
see. I
you
can
just see a little tiny bit of it.
The bottle. Just a little bit of the bottle.
Yep. So it's there.
You got this, Scott.
I am drinking our, as seen on that image, our signature drink, the old fashioned. I have almost finished it because I love old fashions, and we've been, yeah. I'm about to make another one in like 5 minutes because they're so good.
It's very good stuff.
All right.
But yeah, this is the Christmas episode.
Yeah, so we're talking about all things Christmas.
Speaking of which, we're all wearing Christmas sweaters. Well, Jeff was. Now
I got
he's
too
Santa.
hot. My office is too warm.
He's Santa man.
6,000 computers in there.
Yeah, I have 4 computers in my office, 2 of which are running right now, and the heater from my house is right there.
Oh,
So
even if you
when
don't have it coming into your room,
this office just gets so hot. So
woof.
I said I have a Santa. He's with me. I'll keep him all episode.
He looks very happy there. I'll say that much.
Look how smiley he is. He looks like a really happy toddler.
Hey, smiling's my favorite.
Nice.
So yeah.
All right. So first Christmas topic. Christmas traditions.
Yeah.
What did we
I'm
grow
curious
up
what
with?
your answer will be for Scott.
Dude, I don't even know.
Okay, what has been
I was struggling to come up with stuff for this one.
What's the most I almost said the wrong word again. What is the most influential tradition or like the thing that you like looked forward to the most when like Christmas was coming. You're like, oh, we're gonna do this. I mean, not presents. Presents can't be the answer.
Well, our mom always made orange rolls on Christmas morning.
Orange rolls.
That was one of mine.
Yeah, not cinnamon rolls, orange rolls.
That's interesting because my family did cinnamon rolls. Well, my mom did cinnamon rolls.
Yeah.
So literally this year, Ellen just went to the store today to buy 2 rolls of cinnamon rolls because I told her that we did orange rolls on Christmas morning. And she's like, I don't know what those are. And frankly, I'm not interested. So I'm going to go buy cinnamon rolls. And we're making cinnamon rolls on Christmas morning. So we're going to continue that because I remember that being such a big thing for us as kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christmas Eve, we always open one present. Though I feel like that tradition started later. I don't know if we always
I think we started
did
doing that because we started to know what our gifts were going to be. It's like, that one's the Xbox 360. We're opening that.
And this one that's shaped like a game case must be Halo 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Scott, you open the Xbox, I'll open the Halo.
Yep.
I feel like everyone has like a Christmas Eve gift kind of tradition in their family. Like we did a gift on Christmas Eve, but it was always the smallest gift. You had to hunt down which one was to you that happened to be the smallest little box. And so like that kind of kept it from like, oh, you've opened up the bicycle, you know? It's like, oh, it's not a bicycle. It can't fit in this. It's obviously something small and nice, but like still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. We did a real tree for many years and then switched to a fake tree at some point. I don't remember when.
I don't know when that happened. Yeah.
Yeah. And we always set it up after Thanksgiving. That was a rule.
Like the weekend after Thanksgiving?
Yeah, like Black Friday.
Yeah.
Set the
That's
tree
good
up.
stuff. Now, did you have different roles of who was in charge of what? Like my dad was the one that he set up the tree and he got the lights on, and then everyone like did like a mishmash of ornaments and stuff on the tree or garland or tinsel. I was the tinsel man. I liked ripping it out of the bag and whipping it at the tree. It was like my favorite part.
No,
Big fan.
we weren't consistent with anything really. Like the things we just listed off were the only things we were consistent with. Like some years we put lights up, some years we didn't. Or
there's one thing that, so our mom always did a bunch of baking for Christmas. She always made fudge, homemade fudge.
Yeah.
Which was the best. And she has a whole batch of different cookies. She would make the peanut butter cookies with the Hershey's Kiss in it. And those shortbread cookies. She made the same series of cookies every year.
The peanut butter Rice Krispies with the chocolate on top.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, those two.
Peanut butter Rice Krispies?
Well, it's normal
With
Rice
chocolate.
Krispies mixed with, you mix peanut butter in and
That's amazing.
marshmallows and
Yeah, our mom baked like crazy in the Christmas season. So that was kind of a tradition, is that she always, every year, made the same series of baked goods that were fantastic.
Yeah.
That we ate way too much of on Christmas.
Did you have a favorite? Were you guys like, yeah, the peanut butter, Rice Krispies are the best and that's all we want? Or was there anything like you requested specifically?
No, we never requested. She always made the same like
she was
going to
make it all anyway.
Yeah, we ate all of it. So
there's no stopping her. I remember she would always store it outside on the like back porch because it's cold enough outside to refrigerate it all. So on the back table would just be tons of containers of these cookies.
You got to brave the cold to go get the cookies.
Yeah, which I was always willing to do.
Oh yeah,
I always loved these cookies that my mom found. Like she always tried different ones almost every year. Like, oh, I found this cool new recipe. Let's try it. And some of them completely blew up. Like we had one where we made these little. They were supposed to be like candies almost, like mints, and they were of this basically this really dense foam like edible clay essentially is what you made, but you put peppermint extract in it. And we must have put too much because they literally tried to destroy your face when you ate them. Like you could get them near your mouth and it would start burning your eyes. And you're like, oh my word.
Oh man.
But we were trying to be nice, man, Mom, they're so good. I liked really strong things, so I actually kind of enjoyed them, but they were crazy powerful. And my favorite cookies are they're called snowball cookies. They have a mint truffle kiss in the center of a chocolate, almost like a cocoa, not really like chocolate, very not sweet chocolate kind of cookie. that's like round, surrounded them, and then you cover them in powdered sugar. But when they're like hot, they're literally like a cookie truffle is the best way to describe it because it's got the chocolate in the center. Oh man, I love them so much. I'm imagining them right now.
Oh man.
But yeah.
Yeah, I want to bring some of those baked goods back for our own traditions because we haven't baked like anything this year. Kelsey's made some cookies, but I need some of the classics.
Mm-hmm.
I was just talking to my wife tonight, and one of her friends from church, one of their traditions is they bake a birthday cake for Jesus.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I've never heard of that. And I was like, I think I've heard of that, but I've never done it.
Yeah.
She's like, I might do that because why the heck not? That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, my mom did it a couple of years. We always had like a present or something for Jesus under the tree as well. And it was like, I don't know. It was like, hey,
well, who
Jesus is the last gift. Like we wouldn't open it or anything. It was just like a symbolic thing, I guess.
Okay, it's just an empty box.
Someone wrapped a box.
I don't know what's in the box.
Your mom just wraps it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jesus knows what you're up to, Mom.
That's right. You're not fooling anyone.
You're not giving him jack.
Yeah. Well, so I am in a unique position that I had a sister and you guys don't.
That's very unique.
It's very unique in this group. You do.
What the
Scott?
F? Hey. Wait a minute.
So she would get way more into the like Christmas decorating, baking, all those kinds of things. And one year she got some kind of bug that she was going to make sugar cookies. And if anyone's ever made sugar cookies, they make so many cookies out of like one batch. You really need to cut it like into a quarter because it makes
like
12 makes like 12 dozen cookies. So she makes all of these cookies. And somehow I didn't know about this at the time. She had decided that I was supposed to decorate these cookies with her without asking me whatsoever. I think I may have showed like some interest of like, yeah, I'll make a cookie. And so she made all these cookies and I decorated like a few of them. She stayed up till like 4:00 in the morning decorating the cookies and like would not stop for anything. And you're like, what is your problem? And she was like so indignant, but like, how dare you? How dare you not decorate these cookies with me? I'm like, what do you mean? I didn't tell you to make 12 dozen cookies and decorate them all. And it was just so unbelievably necessary. Like, did your like mom ever like be like, we're going to do this? And you're like, we're not interested in this at all. I understand it's Christmassy, but
I remember her asking us to decorate cookies with her a couple times, and at least me being like, no, I do not care what a cookie looks like. I only care what it tastes like. I have no interest in this. Mm-hmm. But I don't think it was common. Again, I think the fact that we didn't have a sister meant that a lot of those things just.
Oh yeah.
We both of us just went, I'm not interested, and then that was the end of it.
And we outnumber you, so
try to get us to do it.
Yeah.
The other one that we had that I remember as a kid was the calendar with every day having a piece of candy in it.
The advent calendar.
Oh yeah.
And one of us, we had alternate days, so each day one of us got a piece of candy.
Evens and odds.
Wow. Yep. Really? Mm-hmm. We got our own. Am I spoiled?
Yes, Nathan.
We're like, and ours were always like,
we had it rough.
We had to share our candy. Now, was it candy or was it chocolate? Because ours were always like little chocolate, like pop-out things.
It was a variety.
Okay.
It could have been anything, depending on the year.
Interesting.
Yep.
I think that they've really gone, speaking of advent calendars, they've really done a good job at spreading out the variety. Like this year, Katie bought me a German beer advent calendar.
There you go.
And there's no way I'm drinking a beer a day. And they're not like little beers. They're pint cans.
Oh, man.
There's 24 of them.
Every day.
It was very heavy. I've only drank like maybe a quarter of them so far. They're just like all in there. I'm like, I can't drink them fast enough.
If you need assistance,
I will let you help me. They're pretty good though. I'm enjoying it. Yeah.
Yeah, we should have another Christmas party. Mm-hmm. Drink them all.
Well, we should have the original Christmas party that you were going to have
a few days away.
Yeah. If only.
That sucked, man.
It was not great.
Yeah, Nathan's wife got COVID and we had to cancel a party. Bummer.
Yeah, it was really, really lame. So on top of the fact that her foot is healing from surgery now after being broken, she then gets the vid.
Yeah.
And she had a fever. Granted, for being someone that gets pretty sick, she's taken it pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she really hasn't gotten it like that bad. Like, she's been like sick in bed, but basically like the flu, essentially. And she just today lost her sense of smell. So actually, we did like Christmas a little bit early because we're going to my parents' house in Maryland, and we're not bringing all our gifts to each other all the way to Maryland just to open them there. And it especially was this year because she decided to get me a rowing machine.
Ooh.
Which I've been wanting, one, because you can't really run in the snow, and a treadmill is really big. And I actually really like rowing machines. So I'm on the rowing machine today, getting my workout in. Yeah, that was me rowing.
Like you do.
Yeah, like you do. And she comes in and she starts opening up all the essential oils. And I'm like, what are you doing? And meanwhile, she's just trying to figure out if she can smell anything. She's like, I couldn't smell anything. Just the peppermint oil burned my eyes. And that was it. And I was like, I'm so sorry. It's sad.
Ellen had
That's
the same
funny.
experience where she was like, I can't smell it, but I know it's there because my eyes burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's a weird sensation.
Yeah. I'm thankful I did not lose taste or smell because that seems like a very weird thing.
Not about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
but I was actually sick for a day, and I am fairly certain that I did have the vid as well because I took one of those rapid tests, but it was like a very faint positive, but technically any amount of
that's positive.
positive is positive. And I was like, I didn't have a fever or anything, but I did have like aches. I had a bunch of aches and pains, and I was super nauseous for literally a day, and then I was fine again. Like, it was so short that I wasn't even the window of testing, technically.
Right.
But yeah. So hopefully that was the case, and now I have increased immunity.
Nice.
That's what I'm going for. That's what I wanted for Christmas. COVID
That's
immunity.
Even more immunity for the virus that barely affected you. Woo!
Yes.
Yeah.
Even more not caring about it.
Oy.
I had a sniffle for a day, and now I'll never even have that. It's like, okay.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I got COVID, everyone else in the company also had COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those people was an older woman who was in the hospital. And we just learned that she passed away yesterday. So that sucked.
That is
to hear.
the antonym of my story.
No, I mean, yeah, it is. This is supposed to be a lighthearted Christmas episode, but
Yeah.
dang,
We should get off this topic quick.
I know. It gets sadder.
I know, that's why-
What?
And she was going to get Christmas shoes for Christmas that her son was going to buy her.
No, that's the worst song ever.
Really?
It serves no
That's
purpose.
so interesting. I actually
but to
really
make you
like that
sad.
song.
Christmas shoes?
I love that song. It
don't
makes
even know
me
that
so
one.
emotional.
All it is emotional. It's about nothing.
It's about Christmas shoes.
That's it. That's it.
I know.
Oh, I don't know this song at
It's
all.
supposed to make you feel, Scott. I know you don't want to.
There needs to be a reason to feel, and not just feeling for feeling's sake. That's all it is.
I feel for the story.
That's stupid.
Can you describe this to me in any way at all? Because I don't
Honestly,
know.
Isn't it
anything
Casting
about
Crowns?
No.
No, it's not Casting Crowns. Who it is?
No.
Is it New Song?
No. Let me just
It
look
is
up,
New Song.
look at the stinking lyrics. Why do I have a text? Who's this?
What is happening? It's this song called Christmas Shoes, and it's about a little boy who's like basically like a poor boy who's trying to buy these shoes for his mom who's gonna die or who might not make it through Christmas. And so he's like trying to buy the shoes, and so he like can't get the money and stuff.
Yeah, it's by New Song.
I was right.
I'm reading the lyrics. Oh, there are a
What is
lot
the
of
point of
lyrics.
depressing
Don't
Christmas
read.
songs?
I mean, it's not meant to be depressing. It's meant to be heartfelt.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, it's not supposed to be like, oh, you're gonna be sad. It's about like the little boy like caring about his mom a whole lot.
Whatever. We're not going.
We'll get to Christmas song.
Well, okay, let's talk Christmas music then, because we're already halfway.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is your guys' favorite Well, favorite's easy because I think I know your answers. What's your least favorite Christmas songs?
Least favorite
Christmas
Christmas
shoes.
song.
Christmas shoes?
Christmas shoes, heavy metal edition. No,
Least favorite.
Santa Baby.
I kind of like that one.
I don't like that song very much.
Man, I have to like look up.
So many people
I can't
say
think of it off the top of my
all I
head.
want for Christmas is you, and I actually
Well,
like that song. I like the
It
energy.
is a. Yeah.
Amps
I like the
me
song.
up.
It's just overplayed.
That's because
So-
it's too good.
Yeah.
There's one that I can't remember what it's called that I hate. It's by a pop singer.
Anything new.
most beautiful time of the year. Under the Mistletoe by Justin Bieber. Actually,
Yeah, I
kind
don't
of like that one too.
either. Well, that's
Actually kinda
okay.
did.
I like
man,
Justin,
I'm truly
so
trying
I'm
to
kind of down
remember.
for most of his stuff.
Yeah.
But
Darn, I like all those songs.
Okay.
Let's see.
What is your favorite controversial Christmas song? Like the song that most people dislike, but you like.
Baby, It's Cold Outside.
I really like that song.
So do I.
apparently, culture hates
No,
that
but I
song
thought
now.
I
But
thought it was a
love
really good song. But like, what's a song that you like that you would be embarrassed to tell other people that you like? Let's put it that way.
That's a good one. That was going around on like Instagram recently where people are putting that in their stories.
Really?
Yeah.
I had a really good one.
Under the Mistletoe, like I just said, by Justin Bieber.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a pretty good one.
I'm looking through all the pentatonic stuff right now.
I don't know. I'm down. I don't think there's many Christmas songs I don't like.
That's what
But
I
the
was
only
just,
one that would probably turn heads is like "Joy to the World" by August Burns Red because they actually scream the whole song.
Yeah.
All of their other Christmas songs are instrumental. "Joy to the World," they actually scream the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that would turn some heads. Is like, you like that? Like, heck yeah, I'm down for that one.
absolutely.
Oh man.
Favorite Christmas songs.
I will say I'm don't really want to admit it, but the hippopotamus song. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
No,
What?
no, you
I don't know.
can't. I hate that. That's my least favorite.
Like I said, it's embarrassing, but like sometimes when you're just like, I don't know, it makes me kind of happy. Like I wish I could just want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
I don't love Feliz Navidad.
Oh, Katie
So
hates that
that's
song.
what I was really going for when I originally asked it. Is like
Yeah.
of the Christmas songs that everyone copies.
Yeah,
Is there one you don't like?
it is. It is very.
Yeah, I'm not a Feliz
Challenging.
Navidad fan.
I agree with that.
Oh gosh, I wish I were better prepared for these questions. I can't. I know there's another one that's on the tip of my tongue that I can't.
It is right in the brain stem.
I
not
will say this in
Wonderful
general.
Christmas Time by Beatles. I like that one.
Which one?
The Paul McCartney, Simply Having Wonderful
That's a great
Christmas
song.
Time. Yeah, I like that one.
Do you have one, Jeff?
Well, I was going to say, I in general do not like "God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen."
Interesting.
Most renditions of it I find to be a little weird. It's like "God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen." It's like that's not. I don't know. It's just weird. It's very. I don't know how to describe it. Just odd. But the Pentatonics version of that song gets me going. I love
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought of one. Silver Bells.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I don't like that one at all.
It's
No.
like the first through the verse and the chorus is like, okay, that's all right. And then when you go back around your end, you're like, this is like 3-week-old ham. Like it's just, I'm done. Can we not anymore?
3-week-old ham. Okay.
Sorry, not 3-week-old ham. Ham you've been eating for 3 weeks. And it's like the same thing and there's nothing new and it's just sad. That's how I
Yep.
feel about it.
Oh, so I just had to Google classic Christmas songs because I couldn't think of any of them. Jingle Bell Rock, that doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
I think it's nice when you're in a mall and you hear it and you go, "Oh yeah, this song," but that's about it.
Yeah, it's nice to have in the background.
I don't want to cut you off, Scott.
The name of Christmas. I don't even know what these songs are.
Has there ever been a good
You can-
variation of Deck the Halls?
You can cut me off.
No, maybe a choir version, like
Yeah,
just
like there's
acapella.
only that style. Like that song
Yeah.
only works in those styles. I don't think it ever
Like-
works as like a
Like as a
never heard an
Christmas
orchestra
carol.
version of it, a pentatonic version of it.
Mhm.
It's very choir.
Speaking of versions, how do you guys feel about people doing different versions of Christmas songs? Because I get pretty irate.
Same. If you can't sing along with it,
Yes, it makes me so mad.
In what context?
that
What
happened-
are we talking about?
Well, like,
just recording them, or
Well, just like maybe just purely listening to them, but even more so when people are like trying to like play it at church, for instance, and they're like, "We're playing this Christmas song for this
That I
service,"
agree
and you're like, "That's great." I can't sing along with your song because it doesn't make any sense. It's like all this, like they completely throw off like the tempo, and it's like either absurdly slow or absurdly fast, and the cadence is like completely wrong. You're like, how am I supposed to know this song? Just because I know the words doesn't mean I know how to sing it.
yeah, like this past
Yeah.
Sunday, I was part of the worship team at our Orange campus, and we sang 3 totally traditional Christmas hymns. Maybe this old fashioned is a little stronger than I thought. I literally can't remember what songs we played, but we played 3 totally traditional.
I can go on Planning Center and see.
I could too, but
I still have like the top level rights
Oh,
for the
really?
fellowship team, even though I haven't
Interesting.
attended.
Anyway, so we and it was really good. Everyone was super into it. People were singing really strong and loud.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, yeah, you only do these songs twice a year. Just do the normal version. You don't
Yeah.
gotta do anything crazy.
Or do a very good version that doesn't ruin the main structure of the song.
Lincoln Brewster's
Textbook,
Christmas album.
Lincoln Brewster. Like I just listened to Lincoln Brewster's Joy
It's
to the
so
World.
good, man.
It is literally Joy to the World with adrenaline. Like they're just like, and it is now more. Like it's
He
got so
changed-
much energy and power to it.
He changes some tiny things about the melody and the timing. The very end of it, the glory to the newborn.
Oh, that very end,
King,"
yeah.
You know,
But it's not like shocking. Like you'll get part of the
Right.
way through that and you go, oh, I understand what's going on.
Jeff.
Yeah.
You guys played "Joy to the World, Unspeakable Joy," which is the Chris Tomlin.
We didn't do that version.
Praise God. Good for you,
Marty. So that was crazy. Basically, so many people at our church had COVID because the Omni variant has hit Ohio. It just-
Omicron.
Yeah, freaking everyone got it. So like half of the church worship leadership team was all out. So we had to call complete audibles. It ended up being me and Marty singing
Nice.
at Orange. And he looked at that and said, "I'm not playing this version. I hate this version of this song." So
And then you guys
played the
did
regular
Hark-
one.
Then you guys did "Hark the Herald Angels Sing," which
Traditional.
I listened to the live stream briefly. And did Jen go back and forth between campuses?
She joined us at Orange, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, nice.
because first service she was at Chagrin, and I listened to it, and she changed the melody on "Hark the Herald Angels Sing."
I heard that too. I have no idea what that was.
I was like,
They
"What
played a
the
different
heck is
version
that?
than we did.
I can't sing.
Very confused.
I can't sing with you."
Very confused.
And then you guys did "Holy Spirit," which is not very Christmassy. And then "How Great
Yeah,
Is
but
Our
it was
God,"
good.
also not Christmassy. And then
But
"Oh
both
Come,"
of those were quite well received
All right.
by everybody.
well, good. And then "Oh Come Let Us Adore Him."
Yep. Well,
Now,
the "Come Let Us Adore Him"
I'm
was
sure-
thrown into the middle of
That was some medley of some sort.
those were all medleyed together, so it
Right.
worked out.
So what is your favorite a cappella Christmas carol?
Oh,
Like we're going to go sing Christmas carols. What carol just you're like, yes, I love this carol.
Mary,
Tell
did
you
you know?
mine. Mary, did you know?
is that a carol?
I wouldn't even say that's really a Christmas carol. That was written by Mark Lowry.
I guess it's not a carol, but that's my okay.
It's a great
Which
Christmas
one's on the list?
yeah. What am I choosing?
You know,
from?
like Joy to the World, Hark the Herald Angels Sing, Angels We Have Heard on. You know the
Yeah.
ones that you have sang.
Angels We Have Heard
Christmas
on High
Carol?
is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can get down with that one.
I just like the chorus. I like
Yeah.
the whole song, really.
My favorite's "Oh Come All You Faithful."
The Michael W.
Yeah.
Smith version of it, or is it Stephen
Oh,
Chris
yeah.
Chapman?
No, that's the Michael W. Smith version has the keyboard. Yeah. Angels we have
Oh yeah.
That's a very
Gloria.
good version.
Oh, sing Gloria.
Yes. Yes.
Michael W. Smith.
That's so good.
Damn,
I mean,
the 90s are back, baby.
And Stephen Curtis Chapman's The Music of Christmas album is
Also fantastic.
my favorite of all time.
Interesting.
I haven't
Pentatonics
listened
does
to that
great
yet
stuff.
this year. Oh my gosh.
I haven't either. I've got 5 days to do it.
Gotta do that.
I mean, but also for King and Country's version of Angels We Have Heard on High is killer as well.
And their drummer
Honestly-
boy is great.
Oh yeah.
And they have Into the Silent Night, which is a variation of Silent Night. Mm-hmm. But
It's not
also
the same
good.
song
Their
at all.
Christmas stuff's
No.
good.
Yeah.
Their Christmas stuff is very good.
Yes.
But "Oh Come All You Faithful" is also, I have a special connection to that song because it's my grandfather's favorite Christmas carol, and he used to sing it when we're all like in like family gatherings, like family reunions. He would sing it to get everyone to come and eat. So they'd be like, "Hey, one of
Dinner's
my aunts would be
ready.
like, "Hey, Dad, dinner's ready. Get everyone in." And he'd be like, "Oh, come all ye faithful," and then all of a sudden you just have random harmonies appearing over the house. It was like, I'm in a musical. And it was really fun to have, like, by the time everyone would like come to the kitchen, we were all like singing together. And so, I mean, especially around Christmas, that was like immediate.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in general, I like the Pentatonics Christmas albums. Like, I always call this season Pentatonic season just because that's the only time I ever listen to them. I don't care about their other stuff.
Their regular song covers, meh.
Don't care.
Christmas
The Christmas
songs,
stuff.
all in.
I will eat that up.
Yes.
I wish Our Last Night would do Christmas just to see what they would do with it.
Yeah.
They really should. Have
That'd
they
be a
not?
problem
I
for
should
me.
check. How have they not?
I tweeted at them once. I wanted them to do a Coco Melon song.
Oh my word.
That would be freaking hilarious.
I could not.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, golly.
I hate Coco Melon
Scott
so
sent a
much.
picture. Davis figured out that remotes control TVs.
Speaking of Davis.
Yeah, that's a funny picture. Because he was like holding it in the air like he was wielding Excalibur. Look at this. I'll
so
show
great.
it to the camera too.
Oh my word. I just love kids. They're just so great.
He's like, yes.
Oh golly. It's like sweet
Oh,
victory.
you failed.
I couldn't zoom in. That didn't do very
Yeah, it was
It's
clear
all right.
enough though.
Yeah, you get the idea.
Oh my word. I just love like all the like understanding that is wrapped around like Christmas stuff. Like if you guys like know a song and I know a song and you start singing it and we all start singing it together, it's like we have a secret inside knowledge. And there's just so much of that wrapped around Christmas. Like there's just so many like things of like, oh, we're doing this thing. And you're like, oh, wait, I've done that before. And it's like so natural to like
funny.
lead into things.
It's funny how strong Christmas is culturally.
It is.
Like it's one of the few remaining things culturally that so many people have similar experiences with. It is so universal that
Especially-
you've done these type of things as a family that it's really easy to connect with people on.
Especially this time we're in where it feels like culturally we're trying to break down all of our old traditions and we're ashamed of our past rather than looking at the things we should be maybe proud of. So I'm kind of glad. I'm always thankful for this time of year where everyone kind of calms the F down for a month and we can all just sing Christmas songs together. Like that's all you hear on the radio and in stores and all that stuff. So I'm always thankful that at least we haven't destroyed that tradition yet. So I hope it sticks around for forever. But we'll see.
too.
I mean, we're rewriting Baby It's Cold Outside because it's apparently rapey.
Which have you heard that song? The new version?
With the John Legend and I haven't heard the new version.
It's
I
like
have not.
really, really weird. It's almost in reverse of like the girl is like saying, all these things with like, oh, I really can't stay. And then he's like, all right, go ahead, leave.
It's okay and leave.
And it ends up being like the girl's like, oh man, it's so cold outside. Is what it ends up being. It's like the girl's being really weird.
Clearly she wants to stay.
I know, and they didn't change the girls' lyrics at all. And it's like, interesting. how it, works perfectly. As soon as you remove the guy's part, it's like, wait, this girl's just playing hard to get. She's just like, oh man, I better go home.
Right.
So Andrew Clayton had a whole section. He talked about that song "Last Christmas," where when this was, or 2 Christmases ago, when this was happening, and he's saying how this is the attack on the roles of men and women, in that this is the game that is played between men and women when you're flirting. It's the I really gotta go. Oh, baby, it's cold outside. Oh, I really can't stay, but baby, it's cold outside.
Yeah, the whole thing is lighthearted and flirty.
It's flirty.
It is. It's literally flirty.
Rapey at all.
And then to take that and say, oh, that's rape culture. It's like, well, then that's just dating, man. Like, that is what dating is rape culture. That is how guys function, man. You can't just call that rape. Like, that means everyone's doing that all the time. Like, that's not how this works. Guys try weird things to get girls to stay inside. Okay? That's what we do.
Yeah. And to be offended by that song means you literally you're only looking at the lyrics. Like, the actual mood of the song contributes to the interpretation of the lyrics as well.
The way it's sung.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
da 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 da. Maybe it's cold outside. It's all, the whole thing is playful in the tone, in the way it's recorded. You have to completely ignore the art of it and strip it back to just the raw lyrics. Like, if I
write it on a piece of paper, it sounds weird. Well, good thing it's a song. Like, what? I don't know.
The entire opus of the song is to women want to be chased and the guy is chasing her. Like, that's literally the whole thing. She's like, oh man, I don't know about this. Like, hey, how you gonna chase me? And he's like, oh no, you shouldn't leave. It's like, oh, I feel better. And then you do that over and over and over through the whole song. It's literally the whole song. It's literally the basis of male and female interaction in a romantic sense. That's the basis of the building of relationship, essentially.
Yeah.
So that's crazy to me.
The culture's, we've all lost our minds. But
well,
that's why we started this podcast. We're trying to maintain a level of sanity. I don't know. Well, we'll get there.
So let's go on from here. I think we beat Christmas songs pretty good. I will give a strong shout out. ABR, Christmas music is Christmas music, and I genuinely love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you want some instrumental hard rock Christmas songs, nothing better. But let us move to what is the Christmas movies? So I know what Scott's are because we're brothers, and I know what his favorite Christmas movie is. Nate, what is your favorite Christmas movie?
Favorite? That's a challenge. That is a legitimate challenge. I do really like Elf. It makes me happy. My wife, Katie, really, really likes Elf as well. And so she is always amped up to watch it every year. I really like all the old stuff as well, like the old cartoons, like Rudolph and Frosty the Snowman and all those fun little Christmas bits. But probably Elf's probably if you had to hold a gun to my head and say, what's your favorite? And if you lie, you're, I'm going to kill you, then it'd be Elf. I had to make that morbid,
Yeah.
That got dark. Okay. Murder on Christmas. Okay.
We can't steer away from the dark stuff in this
episode. Know. I'm broken right at the moment.
Yeah.
So I know what me and Scott's favorite Christmas movie is. Yes. But I'm going to give some honorable mentions before we dive into what is hands down the greatest Christmas movie. So first I'm going to say Elf is peak Will Ferrell.
It is peak Will Ferrell.
Which for me is a 7 out of 10.
I don't like Will Ferrell. I don't think he's funny. But when he's cast in a role like that, where he plays a dumb character, it just suits Will Ferrell
perfectly. Who is believably dumb.
Yeah.
Dumb and childish.
Yeah.
Based in the character. Yeah.
That movie works. That is peak Will Ferrell. He'll never make a better thing in his life. He has one mode. It's Elf. It works best in Elf.
Right. He's always Elf.
He plays the same character in everything he does, but it works best in Elf. It's pretty good. It's a fun little Christmas movie. Yay. Honorable mention number 2 for me. It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoy that movie. It makes me happy that I enjoy an old movie. Because it makes me feel kind of nostalgic and kind of attached to like older American culture. Like, that is a Christmas movie, and it really has lasted for me. It's still a genuinely good movie, and that makes me happy.
Yeah.
We watched The Santa Claus this year.
I'll give that.
I had forgotten how good of a movie that is.
It's Tim. That's the Tim Allen ones.
Yeah, Tim Allen kills
I
it.
haven't seen that forever. I probably would like that.
Oh,
movie.
we also watched Santa Claus
It's really
too.
good. You can appreciate it much more as an adult because you catch all of Tim Allen's humor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm certain it's similar to Jeff Allen's humor, and I like Jeff Allen.
Yeah.
It's very good. And we actually watched The Santa Claus 2 as well, and I was pleasantly surprised by that. It wasn't as good as the first one, but it was still good. Oh boy, what other Christmas movies? We don't want to say number one just yet.
Gotta hold off on that.
Do you guys like any of like the smaller productions? Like I like the original Grinch animation. I always thought was really fun.
So I'm actually not well versed on those classics like that, like the claymation things, like the Rudolph. And
what about like Charlie Brown's Christmas?
Not.
I never cared for that one.
Don't really know.
Interesting.
The only good thing is the song,
or the animated
which
Grinch.
I used to play on piano every year.
Oh, really?
Which one?
The piano
Linus and Lucy
song that comes out of that Christmas, the Peanuts Christmas special.
I don't even know. That's just the theme.
Yeah.
That's not.
Is that just the theme?
Yeah.
This is how unversed I am.
Linus and Lucy.
I literally thought it was a Christmas song.
I mean, it's from Charlie Brown Christmas, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's also on a Christmas piano album that we listened to, which we failed to mention the freaking Christmas section. Oh, the piano Christmas album we listened to.
That's fun.
I don't know if the mic picked that up or not.
It picked it up for me.
So
Yeah. George Winston.
George Winston's Christmas
December.
album is fantastic.
He's a pianist.
Lead edition.
Yeah.
Any other Christmas movies that are not the number one, but are good honorable mentions?
Oh, crud. I'm trying to think.
Die Hard.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fudge.
Oh, there's one right in the brain that I can't remember.
I like
Chronicles of
Polar Express.
Narnia. Chronicles of Narnia has Christmas in it.
I know a lot of people would say Christmas Vacation, which I've only seen once.
Never seen.
I
or
was
cared
very
for.
young.
I think I saw it once and didn't care for it.
So that would be on the nose list. With it's a
What's
Christmas
the other
story.
one with the BB gun?
It's a Christmas story.
Oh, a Christmas story.
A Christmas story.
Oh, yeah, it's a Christmas story. Sorry about that. Yeah, those two are not on my to-watch list.
I think I've seen A Christmas Story once, maybe. I don't know. Home Alone. Doy. That's a Christmas movie.
Home Alone.
Oh, yeah,
those
that's
are
a Christmas
so good.
movie.
1 and 2 are great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm so glad I Googled it because I can't think of anything. So Home Alone, obvious one. Mm-hmm. The Nightmare Before Christmas.
See,
Never
that's a
saw
really
it.
interesting one because some people say that's a Christmas movie, but it's really a Halloween movie, personally.
Yeah.
Like, it's intended to be spooky, I think. I mean, it's Tim Burton.
Die Hard made this list of popular Christmas movies.
Nice.
It should. It is literally a Christmas movie. The entire movie is about a Christmas party.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Die Hard I cannot remember the last time.
How do you guys feel about Hallmark Christmas movies and Lifetime and all that?
I feel like my life is drifting from my body and I am wasting away to nothingness.
I feel the same way. I just don't know how to
just
tell my wife.
Melting.
Just soul crushing.
That is a act of love if you are willing to do it.
Unfortunately, so we watched a Christmas movie the other night.
Yeah.
And, well, there's more backstory here. I bought her a new iPad for Christmas. So I claimed her old iPad. I completely wiped it and set it up as a new one for myself. So I spent the entirety of this Christmas movie like playing with my new iPad. I have no idea what the movie is about. Couldn't even tell you what it was called. Something about a California Christmas. I don't know. It was another generic, just low budget, poorly written, poorly acted Christmas movie. I don't know. I was not engaged. Partially by choice, partially it didn't.
It wasn't
pull
good
me-
enough to grab you.
It wasn't good enough to make me want to watch it rather than play with my iPad. So
This is going to be a weird, shameless plug, and I'm very curious. You guys should both watch this. It just came out on Netflix, actually. It's called Robin Robin. It's not technically a Christmas thing, but it happens during Christmas. Like Christmas is like interwoven throughout the story. But like the basis of it is there's literally like a robin that gets like its egg gets knocked out of the nest into a home of mice, and then he grows up thinking he's a mouse essentially, and they like teach him as a mouse, and it has no business being as funny as it is. Like I was like, oh, this is entertaining. It's like 30 minutes long, and it's all the same. It's the same animation studio that made Wallace and Gromit. They made this
claymation
little
people.
anime. Yeah, but it's all felt. It's all little felt creatures. And I thought it was legitimately just animated. They did that good of a job on the animation. And it has no business being as funny as it is. And it actually has a legitimately deep story, like, and positive story to it as well. But I was laughing out loud at multiple points because it has a lot of the humor like your dad has, which reminds me that like dry, like unspoken thing where he'll say part of a sentence and then the subtext is the joke, but that's never said. It's good stuff.
I love implied humor.
Yeah, it is worth the watch, and I genuinely enjoyed it. Like I was like, why is this so good? I was like almost frustrated by how good it was.
What's it called? I was still looking
just
up.
Robin.
Robin. What the hell?
Yeah, just came
That's
out.
how I felt when I watched the first season of The Last Kingdom. I just kept going, this shouldn't be this good. Clearly, this is low budget.
Yeah,
They did not. I mean, this is a huge battle. It's like 50 people. Like, this is not a high budget thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really, really, really good.
Yeah.
And in season 2, they got budget for it. And I was like, this is the best show on Netflix. So I love it when you discover something. We're like, I can't believe this is well made. Like, what is happening?
Oh, yeah.
Like Turn, too.
Turn is definitely that way. If you haven't seen Turn, I got to watch that show again. Oh, it's so good.
We're off of Christmas.
Turn is a low budget. Turn is the reason I don't like Hallmark movies.
Yeah.
Because it is a low budget thing produced by no one you've never heard of anybody in it. You've never heard of a single actor in it. You don't know anybody. It's well acted. It's well filmed. It's very well written. And it's just a 4-season show. That's great. And you go, why can't any Christians make anything decent? What's so hard about this?
Yeah.
What? Anyway.
You still haven't told us your favorite movie yet.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Number 1 Christmas movie. Hands down. There is no debate about this. Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So
that is absolute peak.
Before we go fully into it, I have a very interesting relationship with this. So like I said, I grew up watching the original animated Grinch, right? Like that was what we watched every year. And then they came out with Jim Carrey's as the Grinch. And my mother hated it. Like vehemently said, this is terrible. Why would they even make this? We already have a Grinch. I hate this movie. So we never watched it. I didn't watch it until I had already left home. Didn't even realize how great it was. And it is so good. It's so good. I mean, especially as an adult, I think it's even better now. Yes.
And that was one of the traditions we didn't mention earlier is that we watch that movie every year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that is they just let Jim Carrey be Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
It's the same thing as Will Ferrell, where that really is basically a Jim Carrey movie, like Liar Liar or Bruce Almighty or Yes Man, any of those same genre. But they just kind of decided, I think he would be really good as the Grinch. And they just did it, and they basically let him go nuts. Well, and if you like Jim Carrey humor, it is so freaking good. But if you don't like it, I get it. Like, I don't care for Will Ferrell, so even though I think Elf is his best movie, it's only okay to me. It's only like a pretty good movie.
Yeah. A lot of people
and if you don't like Jim Carrey,
Man.
you're probably not going to love his version of Grinch.
Yeah.
But I freaking love it.
But, I mean, he even put stuff in there that was like, this isn't even related to the movie, but it is objectively funny. Like the whole scene when he's making fun of the director with with Doug Max, and he's like, he like knocks the nose off his face. He goes, "It's brilliant!" Like there's
your own nose.
Why didn't I think of that? Cut with the tape. Moving on.
Like that kind of stuff. Like that has no business being part of the story, but it is gold.
I don't know. we've said before that our family loves movie quotes. I don't know if we've quoted a movie more than
that movie
The
is
Grinch.
quoted so much.
We quote that one so much.
The Incredibles quote that one a lot too.
And The Incredibles, yeah. But we do the doubt, another unmistakable sign of the heebie-jeebies a lot. And the jury duty, jury duty. Yeah, that one we do a lot.
Yeah.
But what will I wear?
Going to a wedding. Ellen, what will I wear? What? Come on.
Oh, you don't get it.
Some of them are so great. Airbags a little slow.
That's so good.
That's what they said before.
We say that one all the time, too.
I'm going to throw up, and then I'm going to die.
Yes.
Almost lost my cool there.
We say that all the time, too. Almost lost my cool
There's
there.
so many good applicable lines, like just for everyday life.
Dude, I love it.
Man.
9 o'clock, wallow in self-pity.
Yes.
9:30, stare into the abyss.
Dinner with me.
I can't cancel that.
Cancel that again.
Oy.
It's so good. It's so good. I just love Christmas. I really do. It makes me genuinely happy.
Yeah, the number one line I quote is, "Welcome back for the rest." And by we, I mean you. Because my wife loves to do things where she'll say, "Hey, Jeff, can we just clean the kitchen real quick?" And I go, "Oh, yeah, we will. How about we go, oh, never mind. I'll clean the kitchen while you watch the kids." That's what you mean.
Oh,
Because
my word.
she uses the, "Welcome back for the rest." And it's, by we, I mean you. So the, by we, I mean you is like a literal daily thing I say to my wife.
Oh, my word. That's
which
funny.
comes from that movie.
Aardvarkian. What is it? Abercrombie who? I hate you. Hate it, hate. Hate it, hate. Loathe entirety.
I love it.
That's so fun.
That movie makes me feel like it's Christmas. It really does. Of all the things in Christmas season, watching that movie makes me feel like, oh yeah, it's
actually, we haven't watched it yet this year.
Yeah.
I watched it
jury
at
duty,
Mom
jury
and Dad's
duty,
house.
blackmail.
Eviction notice, jury.
Take them years to sort this out.
It take them years to sort this out. Oh man, so many.
Fun. I can't help it.
So many good quotes in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we hit Christmas pretty well. Do we have more?
No.
We did movies,
I'll just
did
say-
music, traditions.
I'll just say I'm really excited for the upcoming years with Kelly. Like even this year was a significant step up from last year where she helped us decorate the tree. And
Yeah.
like that was really cool to say, hey, we're doing this as a family. That's actually really fun, and that's only going to grow with the years. So I'm excited to start building those type of traditions and doing. I said this earlier, but doing cinnamon rolls on Christmas morning, and those type of things, and just the simple little things that make the holidays kind of special. I'm really excited for those going forward. It's going to be a ton of fun to kind of build that on my own as my own family.
Oh, I remember one we didn't talk about. That is something that I really appreciate. When did you guys do stockings? Because we would do them, like, that was like the first thing we did. Like, you wake up, you're excited, you go right downstairs, you open your stocking before breakfast.
That's what we did.
Same thing? Okay,
I believe that's the same for us, yeah.
Nice.
Yep. And then
Did you
don't
always
do-
get an orange in the toe of the stocking?
We would typically get some piece of fruit, but ours was specifically those chocolate oranges.
Oh,
Okay.
I love
Acceptable.
chocolate oranges.
those are delicious.
Destroy those. But yeah, so a lot of times it would be an orange. Oh, and we also, for some reason, usually have grapefruit as like the starting thing for our breakfast.
Blech.
I don't know why. I love grapefruit.
I love grapefruit.
Oh, I could.
Do you still
destroy
like grapefruit, Scott?
I don't. I don't know. It's so bitter. I just never enjoyed it.
Oh, I love it.
Love it.
You got to try it again now. I think that's something that
Yeah.
with
I
age,
hated-
bitter becomes more enjoyable.
Yeah, I hated pickles my whole life too, and those have grown on me. So I feel like I could learn to like grapefruit as well.
You also just have to have a really good grapefruit. Like, don't get an Ohio grapefruit. Get one when you're like in the tropics.
Yeah.
Well, we used to get them
Legit
from
grapefruit.
Arizona when my grandparents lived in Arizona. They had a grapefruit tree.
Nice.
So we would come back with fresh picked grapefruit. That was the first time I had it when they first moved there. And they're like, "We have grapefruit. You got to try them." And I was like, "These are fantastic!" And then every time I grabbed as much as I could.
It's kind of like store-bought blueberries versus the blueberries we'd picked in our parents' backyard. They're so much better from our own bushes. Although they figured out the formula and they've engineered some delicious blueberries that Kelsey buys from I think Aldi.
Swear to you, they've gotten better. So. I put my tinfoil hat on. When I was a kid, they sucked. They are better now.
They figured it out,
the past decade.
And they're massive. Like Kelsey buys
grapes.
Yeah, they look like grapes, and they are so sweet and delicious. And yeah, I don't know. They figured out the formula. It's good stuff. Blueberries are purple. They're effing purple.
Sorry,
that's
a little inside joke.
Randy Felt face.
Yeah.
If you want a weird trip, go for Randy Felt face.
Wish I hadn't spiked that spleef before coming in here. Some of you are wondering.
Oh my word.
That's it. Yeah, it's very funny. Look it up.
Randy writes a book.
Make sure you're sober.
Or actually, maybe it's better if you're not.
Yeah, I don't know.
You decide. It's a choose your own adventure.
Up to you.
Well, hey.
All right.
It's been a Merry Christmas.
Yep. That's all we got for this one.
With our favorite Christmas song.
Yes, you will now listen to the ending of the Shred Fest that is Miraculous by Lincoln Brewster. So if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, leave us a 5-star review. If you're listening everywhere else, I don't know, just share it with your friends.
Definitely.
If you have friends, I hope you do. And that we got social media going on. Jeff has been blowing up.
I'm actually starting to use them. I'm pushing myself to actually use our social media accounts. Trying to.
Been using the Twitter a lot. I've gained
3 followers.
We got 3 followers on Twitter. Woo! I think I'm one of them.
I may be one of them.
There's 3
new,
5.
Followers.
Yeah, 3 additional followers.
Yes.
But yeah, that's all we got. Enjoy this wonderful instrumental rendition of Christmas music. Bye.
Merry Christmas.